John Nix founded the John Nix and Co. Fruit Commission in New York City in 1839. The company became one of the largest sellers of produce in New York City at the time and was one of the first companies to ship produce from Virginia, Florida, and Bermuda to New York. In 1883, President Chester A. Arthur signed the Tariff Act of March 3, 1883, requiring a tax to be paid on imported vegetables, but not the fruit. The John Nix and Co. Company filed a suit against Edward L. Hedden, collector of the Port of New York, to recover back duties and paid under protest. They argued against the tariff by pointing out that botanically a tomato is a fruit due to its seed-bearing structure growing from the flowering part of a plant.
I started looking at salt like this. It's like bean, regular can of bean.
Dear Nix, this is Edward L. Hedden, collector of the Port of New York. Y'all owe me money due to the Tariff Act of 1883, which states that vegetables need to be taxed when imported. So y'all owe me $500.
Got into a trial.
What? Dude, what is this? Like, look at this. This is crazy. Like,
This nigga tripping. What the?
hey, for real. Like, this is great. Hey, you see this? Like, you see this? This. Dear Mr. Hedden, we are not going to pay this tax because a tomato is technically a fruit if you didn't know that. Hey, this from the boy Nix, alright?
The Nix? Dear Mr. Hedden, we are not going to be paying this tax because, botanically speaking, a tomato is a fruit due to its seed-bearing structure, growing for the flowering part of a plant. We will be taking you to court to disqualify discharge of the $500 tax. The Nix. Who do they think they are?
Bro, I don't know. They're crazy.
We're not taking these guys to court, man.
Yeah, we have to. We gotta call our lawyer.
Call a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay. Go get him on the phone.
What's up, your name?
We will now be hearing the case of Nix versus Hedden.
So I have here, sirs, my good sirs, the
It's male.
definitions of fruit and vegetables from 3 different dictionaries. The first ones I will be saying is the definition from the Webster Dictionary. A fruit is a product of a plant growth such as grain, vegetables, or cotton. And a vegetable, a usually herbaceous plant such as the cabbage, bean, or potato, grown from an edible part that is usually eaten as part of a meal. Another definition from another dictionary source is fruit, the ripened product body of a seed plant and vegetable, edible seeds or roots or stems or leaves or bulbs or tubes or non-sweet fruits of any of numerous herbaceous plants. And another definition from another dictionary is fruit, the sweet and fleshy product of a tree or other plant that contains seed and can be eaten as food. And vegetable, a plant of a part of a plant used as food, such as cabbage, potato, turnip, or bean.
These are the definitions of pea, eggplant, cucumber, squash, and pepper. Pea, a variable annual Eurasian variety of the legume family that is cultivated, especially for its rounded, smooth, or vertical edible protein-rich seeds. Eggplant, a widely cultivated, vertical Asian herb of the nightshade family, yielding edible fruit. Cucumber, the fruit of a vine of the gourd family, cultivating a garden vegetable. Squash, Any of various fruits of plants of the garden family widely cultivated as vegetables. Pepper. Are there two pungent products from the fruit of an Indian plant that are used ethically as condiments?
I'll read the definitions of these fruits slash vegetables from the 10 dictionaries that I just stated. Potato, an erect South American herb of the nightshade family, widely cultivated for its edible starchy tube. Turnip, one with gobbler, often flattened roots and leaves that are cooked as a vegetable. Parsnip, a Eurasian biennial herb of the carrot family with large pinnate leaves and yellow flowers that is cultivated for its long, tarpon, whitish roots, which is cooked as a vegetable. Cauliflower, a garden plant related to the cabbage and grown for its compact edible head and of usually white, undeveloped flowers. Its flower cluster used as a vegetable. Cabbage, a leafy green garden plant with a short stem and a dense glauber head of usually green leaves that is used as a vegetable.
I'll read you the definition of tomato from the dictionary that I previously stated. Webster tomato. The usually large, rounded, edible pulpy berry of an herb of the nightshade family native to South America that is typically red, but may be yellow, orange, green, or purplish in color and is eaten raw or cooked as a vegetable. Prairie tomato. A glossy red or occasionally yellow pulpy edible fruit that is eaten as a vegetable or in a salad. Or nested tomato. Or small, soft red fruit that you can eat raw in salads or cooked as a vegetable.
Carrot, a banana herb with a usually orange spinal-shaped edible root. A bean, an immature bean pod used as a vegetable. Potato, the edible tubular of a cultivated part of the nightshade family. Turnip, the thick, fleshy edible root of either two of the plants of the mustard family, the roots of this plant used as a vegetable. Parsnip, a long creamy colored root eaten as a vegetable. Cauliflower, a firm round white vegetable that is eaten cooked or raw. Cabbage, a long round vegetable that is green or red and can be eaten cooked or raw. Carrot, a long pointed orange root eaten as a vegetable, either round, cooked or raw. And bean, the seed or the pod of various plants eaten as a vegetable. Also, in the U.S. Constitution, in Article 1, Section 8, and I quote, "The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imports, and excesses, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties, imports, and excesses exercised shall be uniform throughout the United States." Okay? I'm right because due to the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, you are supposed to pay the taxes on tomatoes, which is the imports. Because he was importing, my boy Nick's here, was importing tomatoes from Bermuda, New York, and New Jersey. Also, when you eat a fruit salad, you're eating, you don't put tomatoes in it. And when you eat tomatoes, you're eating savory food, not sweet food. And that goes on. I am right because, botanically speaking, a tomato is a fruit, not a vegetable. This is why I'm right.
All right, this court is now in recess.
Go.
This court is now back from recess. The passage is cited from the dictionary to define the word fruit as a seed or plant, or the part of the plants which contains the seed and especially the juicy, pulpy products of certain plants, covering and containing the seed. These definitions have no tendency to show that tomatoes are fruit, as distinguished from vegetables in common speech or within the meaning of the Tariff Act. So in the case Knicks versus Hedden. Hedden wins.
Stairs. Fight me. Ooh, he think he's Spike Lee. Nike, just do it if you don't like me. Just do it if you don't like me.
Mariano.
Nike. Fight me. Ooh, he think he's Spike Lee. Nike, just do it if you don't like me. Hyphy, no blue jeans and white tees. No blue jeans and white tees. Fight me. Ooh, he think he's Spike Lee.